welcome back to CJ Models, back with our Airfix 148 scale F86 Sabre. Right, where we are at the moment. I've just test fitted the cockpit tub and the intake. Now, just around the nose cone, it's not a gap because when you pull it in, it fits perfectly. So a peg will solve that. And then it's got a little pin and slot which just goes in there, and then it all slots in. It's not a lot of room for weight, so hopefully I can slot one in there and one in there. So we'll get to that on the next one. There's a couple of holes to drill. There's one there and there's one on the other side by here. Also, there's a little square piece which has to be cut out. All I've done, it's got my normal panel scriber. This is trumpeters. So I just followed the line like so, give it a few scribes. It is quite thin and on top. And then we should be able to lift it now for it to snap off, which it does. Check out in the box. And then all I'll do, I'll just give it a bit of a sand in it. That's the wrong one anyway, but that's just basically the gist. So there's a couple of holes to drill on the wings for the drop tanks, 2 there and 2 there. There is 2 here, which is for a display stand, which I'm not doing, so I'll leave them alone. So this is what I do, is because this is quite thick plastic, I just want to double check first that I'm doing this right. Yes, it's these holes here. It's quite close to the edge, so be very gentle with this. So just keep my finger there just so I can feel it when it starts coming through. Nice and gentle. I think that's just about there now. There you go, you can just see the white spot where it's coming through. So what we can do now is rest that. See there? Might be best to lay it on the bench. No, because I'm gonna, there's a reason I don't want to warp this bit by ear, so I'm gonna hold it. Like so. There you go. So there's our hole drilled. Got the other side to do and a couple on the wings. I can do them off camera. Let's do, this is for the what am I trying to say, the wheel well. You have the 2 bits. This one slots on here for the back, and that's the front spar for the wings. You got 2 lugs on them which have to be removed. There's one there and one there. So same on the wing spar as well. So we'll just take our snips, snip that down, and then just with a knife You can clean them up like so. That's that ones, and there's two on here, as you can see. One there to remove. Exactly the same thing. Snip them down with the snips, and then cut it flush with a knife. Then they can go over there out the way. Go nice and gentle. So that's them. And then that then slots into here. So let's get all that glued up, then we can give the cockpit a bit of a wash. So just on the pins, they're not pins, they're slots, sorry. Use Tamiya cement. Slot that in there like so. Up if it's actually where it's supposed to be. Then we'll get our Tamiya extra thin. Run some of that down there. Whoops, pulled it too much. Let's give our little blow just to speed up the time. So, got too many pots of glue in our way now. So on this one, I might just use the tweezers. Just put some Tamiya cement on the bottom. And then we'll use the extra thin then. Like so. And that Tamiya extra thin, just put some at the back, should be plenty. So that's the undercarriage bay made up. There is more parts, but that's fine. So let's take this off now. While I've got it and I remember, I cut the other slot off after. A little square by there. That needs to be removed, so I'll do the same thing. All I did, like I said, just follow the line with the panel scraper, like so, until you can see it coming through the top, and then follow the lines then, and then should be able to snap it off and sand it off then. But I want to quickly drill this other hole. Just about there. Yep. Let's line it up. That's the hardest part, is lining it up. Oops. Come on then. There we go. Move our little bit of whatever that was. Let's go through it again. Okay, that's that done. So what we're going to do now, I'll do the wings off camera. Like I said, there's 4 holes to drill. We'll do them off camera. Save sitting here watching me do that. I'm going to do the jet exhaust in a moment. This is Vallejo's Washer FX. This is for grey paint schemes. So just give it a little shake. And then we're going to try and bring out some of these panels. Off camera, I'll matte varnish this, and then I'll just hand paint in some gloss on the instrument panel. But let's get this washed first. I like this one compared to Tamiya because it's not so stark is the word I think I'm looking for. It's not in your face. It's quite a lighter wash. And because it's lighter, I don't really tend to clean it off as such. Because it looks dark at the moment, but once it dries, it's not. Give it a good going over. Not so much the instrument display panel, because that's not going to do anything on there. So that's that. I'm going to just leave that there and I'll clean all up after. Put the lid back on there. We'll let that dry now. And then, like I say, I'll glue that piece on, the cockpit tub in off camera. I'll drill them holes. We're going to spray up now anyway the exhaust at the back. There's the fin for it, and there's the inside. I've done silver because with this jet exhaust colour, I find a little going over with the silver works well rather than black, because this is quite a dark colour anyway. So I've already set it up. There you go. Just a tiny bit. I don't want loads. Just go nice and slow with it. I'll do a moment. So this is my KK Moon airbrush. I swear by this one at the moment. I spray about 15 psi, nothing too much. So let's have a nice little go over this. And you will, although you don't see it there now, once it starts drying, you'll see the silver coming through as well. You can sort of see it there. So just give it a little blast, that's it. So that's that. It's actually Don't think it's going to take to the silver, you know. Well, I don't know. Right, we'll let that dry anyway, and then we'll have I'm not sure. I was just trying something with the silver, because the black, you just don't notice anything with the black. So, say wasting the paint, I'll pour that back in. So, let's turn that off for a minute. I don't know. It seems to be... To be continued, I reckon, on that one. We'll see what happens, I think. Because I don't want to trail like that. The fin is fine. Kind of tucked to the fin, but inside, I don't know. Oh well, we'll see what it turns out like. In worst case scenario, just spray over the top again, can't I? So we'll see how that turns out. That is fine. But we'll see what happens on the inside. You don't see a lot of it anyway, in all fairness, so just something to play around with. And I've got the covers anyway. If because I've seen a couple of reviews saying about you can't see it now, but there is a couple of ejector pin marks inside, and to be fair, you can't really see them, so that's why I haven't done anything with them. So there you are. We'll see how that turns out. I'll let you know on the next video, and hopefully see you on that. So thank you as always. Appreciate all the support. Hopefully see you on the next video. Thank you.